Daddy?
Would you ever go vegan? Will we make?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. As soon as they run out of beef. Yes, we'll go vegan when they run out of beef. When all the fish are fished out of the ocean, all the cows are slaughtered in the slaughterhouse. We don't care about the pigs. I wouldn't eat pigs unless I was starving and wandering in the desert. So it wouldn't be a difference. Even though I eat bacon, but if I wouldn't have to, it's not a big deal. But if there was a wandering cow and there was vegetables,
and there was a zebra and a giraffe walking around here like this.
But they said,
I would take my trusty bow and arrow and I would cast that bow and arrow through the side of that cow. And then I would peel his skin back and wear it as a skirt as I chew on his flat part of his flap meat, better known as
So you mean like this?
sirloin.
You get a bow and arrow.
they say humans were never meant to eat meat. Our teeth wasn't
And then
designed
you
and
wear
shaped
them
to
like
eat meat.
this.
Who told them that?
And then
Where did they get this information? That's what they feel. We were created by
Give
God
me a second.
at the top of the food chain. There may be one above us somewhere, a dinosaur or something like that. But
A dinosaur is above us?
as far as top of the food chain, you know what I mean? There's something that can eat us. But
If that's the case, sharks eat people.
right,
like
I'm just saying,
anybody.
we're at the top. I ain't saying we're number one. We're at the top. So you have us, and whatever's below us, we eat. That's how the game goes. Just like I was explaining earlier, there's animals out there probably telling other animals that they can't eat insects, and other animals telling them they can't eat this and they can't eat that. It happens. Survival of the fittest.
But
If I'm fit to eat a steak, I'm gonna eat a steak.
if a dinosaur was still living,
We'd be steak to dinosaurs,
no.
unless they were herbivores.
No.
I'm just saying at the top of the food chain, it's kill or be killed is basically what it is. But for those who say that we're not meant to eat meat, I don't understand where that came from. There's other ways and means. That's what they say. To me, that you have to prove that. Yeah, they eat a little grass and they poop and they make fertilizer.
No, they scientifically proved that,
Scientifically prove everything. They scientifically proved that God wasn't real.
No, you said they have to prove that, but they did
No,
prove that.
but I'm saying it's the science they have. They science just because they scientifically proved. They could be just a scientist that said it and said that he proved it. You gotta show it. I want to see it.
But
I hear you, but I'm saying, live by the stake, die by the stake. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm
so
not
true.
tripping.
Live by the stake, die by
I ain't
the
tripping. I'm not tripping. I mean, if I'm in the mood to go vegan, if I got the funds to go vegan,
Right.
if I got somebody to come over here and cook a vegan deal, because if I'm over here looking at and somebody's got hot wings sitting on the table and I got to figure out how to make a meal out of tofu, I'm eating the hot wings. Because I'm not sitting there trying to figure that out. Because unless I have a certified chef and he'll hooking me up every day when I wake up, it ain't happening. It ain't happening at all. Because I can simply defrost the steak and throw that junk in the oven with a couple of tinkers on it, and it's on. It's done. It's no magic. Tofu, you got to create. God didn't design us to eat tofu either. The hell is tofu?
way they living is absolutely wrong. I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I would probably do it like maybe, I'll eat meat or fish maybe twice a week and then the rest or whatever. Or maybe even cut out red meat and just eat chicken and fish and stuff. But to go absolutely vegan or raw vegan, I don't know if I could do that like 24/7.
I'll stick to the original scientific balanced diet that was created. The original balanced diet.
No, that's not good neither because they have cow milk as one of the top thing, and that's not good for you.
I pick and choose what I want. You know what I'm saying?
But you stick to it.
Dairy is what the category was. Cow milk was dairy. You know what I mean? So I still eat cheese, which is cow milk, and I know somebody over here who's narrating eats cheese because it's cow milk. I mean, we don't drink the cow milk out of the thing. It's just we like almond milk. It's what it is. I ain't tripping. And if the cow milk was the only thing available when I was in a restaurant or a hotel and I needed some cereal and I wanted some cow milk, I drink the cow milk. The coffee creamer, cow milk. I'm gonna drink it. I'm just saying, it's like certain things.
Escaping it.
Yeah, but it is what it is. We're not dead. I'm feeling good. I'm not lactose intolerant. You know what I mean? But vegans, I don't know what their thing is with the supplements and all that stuff. Maybe they're not eating
or making stuff to taste like chicken.
Right. Because they got plenty of source of protein. They got beans and stuff like that. Maybe the beans are making them too gassy and they don't want to deal with the gas because they want to be so perfect that they don't want to fart. That's up to them. I don't know.
It's just a limit of things that they can eat. That's the whole point. And when your body is just digesting the same thing over and over, eventually, like even if you eat meat all the time, eventually that's going to do something to you. Yeah,
it's gonna clog your arteries.
So,
too much red meat. I feel you. Too much red meat. Yeah.
Too much of anything.
Right.
Too much of anything.
Yeah, isn't good.
You have to cleanse your system. You have to be able to flush your system out and cleanse your system. You know what I mean? Your body is only going to digest so much, and the rest of it's just going to sit. That's that. I take my hats off to vegans, vegetarians. I could maybe go vegetarian because I was doing vegetarian for a good 6 months. That's how I got on almond milk in the first place. I can eat vegetables and stuff like that all day long, but the thing is, my job calls for a lot of energy, and I need a lot of carbohydrates and a lot of protein.
I'm pretty sure you can find stuff to substitute it and do that.
Again, like I said, when I have the funds. Because that's very expensive to keep buying vegetables and buying certain things.
Even if you had the funds.
And that stuff, all of the vegetarian type meals expire quick. If you don't eat them in right away or the temperature's wrong.
But that's when they tell you, like, that's how you know, like, what we're eating is crap. Because food is not made to last as long as, other stuff lasts or whatever. Food is made, to last a certain a certain amount of time. So if you're eating something that lasts like a freaking month without going bad, like what is it doing to your insides? That's what they be saying.
Well, I've been eating that junk since I was born, so my insides are pretty much iron. But your body knows what's good and bad, and that's why when you see people get sick from food poisoning, it automatically goes to reject. And you start pooping and throwing up and stuff because your body doesn't want it and it's pushing it out. So, I mean, like I said, man, scientists, the one that say what we're supposed to do and not supposed to do, are the same people that created this crap that we're not supposed to be doing. So
that tell us that we're supposed to do.
Right.
But shoot, nowadays all the healthy stuff isn't really all healthy. Like salmon, they're making that in the lab. It's like everything that they're making in the lab, nothing is really like, because they're trying to mass produce everything.
Yeah. You have to get wild caught salmon. But then even then, like I said, on the boat with carbon monoxide. They freeze it on the boat right there on the spot. Bam. So it's fresh, but frozen fresh. You have some fresh fish that comes right out the ocean and it's cut and filleted and thrown in a box. I've seen that done. So if you're buying frozen fish, it's frozen off the boat. If it says wild caught, it's caught, blah, 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 and it's frozen right there on the spot.
But sometimes those labels don't mean anything. Sometimes those labels are lying.
Yeah. You judge by that, so they have people that come in and make sure. They got people that inspect it. They pay for
just like Whole Foods. And then they found out that half of the stuff was brought in from China and they don't know who approved it and all that. And Whole Food is a big name that people respect.
I ain't talking about label. I'm just talking about certain things have to be certified for them to sell it. If they get caught selling something like that, they could close down the whole thing. So they pay people to inspect it. Just like with the vegetables, they go pick their vegetables. They pay people to go out at the farms. Then you have like the random when you see people selling cheaper tomatoes than another company because that company has to pay somebody to go out and personally hand pick the stuff and put them in boxes to make sure they're up to quality restaurant standards. And then you still have the restaurants buying the cheaper ones because they're cheaper, but they haven't been inspected. They're poor, but if they're going in the stew, you're not going to know. They sell a hell of a lot of tilapia. Where
the average truck is his.
Excuse me, this is my comfy couch. They sell farm-raised fish. Restaurants, I mean, we've seen the thing where they talk about how tilapia is not a real fish and how it's farm-raised and all this other stuff. And I've seen them buy tilapia all day. So it's not like the restaurants care about people's health. They're selling you, and people are buying it. So people don't even care about their own damn health. Because they're buying tilapia and eating it like it's the best fish ever made. Like I said, we've been eating meat. I understand the whole concept of the teary-eyed cow before he gets his head cut off and thrown in the thing and chopped up for steak. But hey, I'm saying, like she's this and this and that. So let them enjoy their vegan meal because I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? So it ain't happening.
There's basically swamp people and they hunt their own food and they live out in the wild and they build their own home and they still go in the outhouse, like, you know, all that other stuff. Man, could you ever live like that? I mean, I think eventually one day we all gonna have to go back to that way of living.
Yeah, I mean,
but oh Lord, I don't know if I'll be able to
I have
survive.
to get me a crossbow, cause I ain't good at shooting a bow and arrow. But I'll get me a crossbow gun. Man, like I said,
I'm saying, would you ever be able to live like that, like out in the woods or whatever?
Yeah,
mosquitoes. Oh my gosh, I would honestly, I would freaking go crazy, dog. I would go nuts.
I don't think I can deal with the bugs, man.
I don't think I could deal with the bugs. I can't. That's why I would never go camping. You used to go camping? Have you ever been camping?
No.
I don't think I could ever go camping, let alone.
There's a man by the
like
job. That when I leave at work every night, there's like a little field where they haven't built construction yet, and it's like a little ditch that goes down like this. Every night I ride by, there's a tent and a light, like a little, like he's smoking a cigarette. He's got something burning over there. For real shit. Cat got like a little teepee sitting off in this little brush area where, like, at night you can't see him unless you really look over there. So you're driving in the streets. There's no street lights or nothing, so it's so pitch black that your focus is on the road. You know what I mean? And this cat's got a little tent over there, sleeping out in the doing what he got to do to survive. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm pretty sure anything that runs across that street's gonna make it in his little fire, and
Oh, I will go nuts. I would freaking go nuts. But like these people, man, if anything go down, they'll be able to survive because they know what leaves to burn. They know what wood to burn. They know what make good logs to make a good house. They know, like honestly, like I would love to know how to do all of that stuff, but I would never want to do that ever.
Not if I have to. I'm just saying, like, if it was the point where I was gonna.
Even if I have to, I wouldn't want to do it.
If I was homeless, you know what I mean? If I was homeless, out here you stuck in the streets and you trying to survive, you got to steal a meal.
Now they don't even want you feeding the homeless people.
Exactly.
Like it's against the law, and I understand that.
Yeah, exactly. Because they'd rather the homeless people go steal and get locked up so they could do free work for them.
That stuff is just crazy to me. Like, dog. You can't even, like, if they catch you giving, like, a homeless person food, they'll take the food and throw it away.
I would stand, me first.
I don't think I could ever be able to do that. I think that's why I could never be part of law enforcement. Because certain stuff that they want you to implement and enforce, I wouldn't be able to do that. You mean to tell me that if I see somebody giving a homeless person food, I'm supposed to go take that food away from? I wouldn't be able to do that. So basically, I wouldn't be doing my job to the best of my abilities.
Okay, here's a tip. First thing, homeless person, if you have the access to the internet and watching this blog, sit in front of Payless shoes with no shoes on until somebody gives you a free pair of running shoes. Tell them, like, please, sir, can I have some running shoes? I need something comfortable for my feet. Get those running shoes.
Never thought of
right?
that.
And then you post up in front of Wendy's. And the first person getting that stuff through the drive-thru, you use those running shoes, you run over and you grab that bag before they take it inside their car window, and you run in the opposite direction because they can't go reverse in the drive-thru. And you are home free with a Happy Meal or something, dog.
They should have got you.
Oh, man.
They should have gotten you. But Wendy's will have to give you another. Would Wendy's be?
Yeah, Wendy's would give them another burger, so they straight. They get their food. And you get your food. And the only person that loses
is Wendy's
is
corporation.
that Wendy's one burger patty out of the amount that they
they throw away.
Yeah, if they get a case of burgers and one of those burgers in there is broken half, they're not cooking it, they throwing it in the garbage. You just got away with that broken burger, brother. A fry. You might not get the drink because you're going to spill the drink trying to run, but think about it. You run, you grab the bag, you split the window, grab the bag, and you run straight through. Unless there's a hero in line that wants to open his door and hit you in the gut with the door or something, you bolt straight through there. You go through the back, you jump the wall. By the time they even know where the hell you went, they're stuck in front of the person behind them because they can't get out. And they want their food. They're going to wait for their food. They're not going to pull out the drive-thru and chase you down. They're going to wait for their other meal.
Yeah,
and you're gone.
Definitely.
And you got your triple stack burger maybe. You might have got your fat man in line. You got your 3 burgers, a family meal. You might have got 6, 7 burgers. You and all the homeless people are going to eat. You're going to be the hero because of some Payless running shoes.
Hi, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.